consciousness where time is relevant. But we would encourage you, baby steps, baby steps. When time must be relevant for you, then make it relevant. But when time, experiment on your day off. When you have nowhere to be, no job to be, no appointments to be, experiment with time. Live outside of time. Do not take your clocks off your walls. Do not wear your watches. Do not pay attention to time at all. Live out of time for just that day. Try it one day a week to live outside of time. To live as if time is not relevant. Get used to that feeling by trying it one day a week. Extend it to 2 days a week, etc., etc. At your comfort level, at your comfort rate, each of you has individual circumstances, individual responsibilities, and even that, you place so much, if I must stick to my word. I said I would be there at 12 o'clock. I must stick to my word. I must be there at 12 o'clock. Why, on your day off, are you putting that sort of burden on yourself, or that sort of restriction on yourself, that I must be there at 12 o'clock? Now, time also helps to organize you. Obviously, if you were not here all at the same time, this evening, what sort of gathering? But you can, but you can pick and choose. And while you are still living in a paradigm of time, that is not going to go away anytime soon. But you can pick and choose your times when you choose to live out of time. To be nowhere, to make no appointments, to be nowhere. And experiment with it, play with it, not experiment, play. Play with it with others who are of the same consciousness. Play with no time.
So when somebody says it's time to do it, no time?
If you wish to screw with their heads, absolutely. No, that is not what we are referring to. What we are referring to is more about restrictions. Taking the restrictions off of yourselves. And one of your biggest restrictions has to do with time. Again, we understand that you are living in a current reality or a current paradigm that dictates that certain things be done at certain times. We are not saying to just throw that out of the window. It is very much when we talk to you about this tread or being on this merry-go-round. If you were to just hop off it, you would go spinning and fall, you would lose your balance, you would lose your equilibrium, you would lose your balance. So it is not something that you can just jump off the merry-go-round of time. You will lose your balance. And others will have you locked up or say you need to be on medication. So no, balance in all things. And that's why we say to you, try it on a day off, or try it where you have no thing to do. Pay no attention to the clock and see how long your day lasts. See how much longer the day feels for you when you are living outside of paying attention to the future. You'll find that you can expand time, you can increase time, or you can decrease time. You can do that because time is something that you all created. So you can do that. Now, it is not outside of your realm of capability for any of you. But maybe your embedded beliefs, the angel and the devil. I can do time. Are you crazy? We have been living with time all this time. No, we have to do this. So you will have to do that. Play with it. Play with time with a day where you feel no pressure to be any place or do anything. Play with time on those sorts of days. Ease yourselves into the process. Time, you can live outside of time. You can bend time. Because time really is non-existent. So you can do all kinds of things outside of time. You can do all sorts of things within time. Yes. Yes. Mine is like clay that you can mold because it really doesn't. Are you satisfied, beloved?
Yeah, I am. I mean, I don't care about the clock that much unless somebody else wants me to care about the clock for them. No, I'm just happy to be with you. You know, whether it's an appointment or something. But I'd like it to go faster in the dentist chair and slower when I'm having fun.
Is there anything?
So be it.
Is there anything in our lives that is completely predetermined, or are we creating it constantly as we go?
You are, we had just earlier, we also spoke to this on the computer with this webcast. You are, we referred to it a little earlier, that many of you, most of you, many of you have gone into new incarnations without leaving your body. Now, before you came, originally, even this was sort of, the potential for this was set up, your ascension. With this time where you would ascend into a new incarnation without leaving body. Even the potential of that was sort of written. But before each of you come, or how it was, you would sort of sit there and think to yourself, what would I like to experience? And you do not sit with your guides. Your guides do not guide you with that. It is solely your decision. You are always sovereign. You sit and you sort of plan out your map, your road map. And it is according to what you wish to experience. And then you come into this meeting room with other dear ones who are also coming into the body around the same time, or perhaps later. But they are planning their next incarnation. And then you all get together with your little maps and you say, okay, if I take this road, then you meet me here. Or if I take this road, then you meet me here. You kind of all did that. And then in this life's roadmap, it is sort of like your Mayan calendar. It just ends. There's sort of not a life end to it. Because you brought in the potential of this great ascension process, where you could go into your new incarnation without leaving body. So basically, most of you sort of left the end, you left it open-ended, sort of, because there was the potential of this great ascension process. Potential of this, us speaking to you. The veil becoming so thin where we can speak to you. So, this is also a planet of free will. So whatever your roadmaps, you came in with your roadmaps encoded and your DNA and etc. You came in with your roadmaps. But then, at one point,